How you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? Let me fix this real quick. How you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? Welcome to the M&A Club. Men and females, welcome, welcome. Let's get into the topic today. Is working 80 to 100 hours a week a good deal? Is the 80-hour work week, working more than 40 hours, is it a good idea? In some cases, in most cases, I'll say in majority of cases it is. You know, I say in most cases it is. I believe it's worth it, but there's some caveats. There's some things you need to look into consideration before you do that, before you go to that endeavors. I'll make another video about that. Before you work 80 to 100 hour work weeks in a company, if you work for yourself, that's no problem. If you're making money and working yourself, there's no problem. But there's some companies which I believe your effort or your work is better spent at a company that will give an ROI on that investment. If you're doing 80 to 100 work weeks in a company that doesn't care about you, doesn't have a 401k, they're not investing in your 401k, where there's no upward trajectory, I don't think it's worth it. But I said again, I understand. Well, if you don't have, let's say you're just starting off and you don't have that much, you have to work this to, jobs not paying that much. You gotta do what you gotta do, and I understand that, But I'll make a whole nother video about that. The topic today is working 80 to 100 hour works, 80 to 100 hours, a good idea. Is working 80 to 100 hours a good idea? I believe it's worth it. I've done 80 to 100 hours. I've kind of scaled back for the past couple weeks, but within a couple weeks, 1 2 weeks, I'm gonna be right back at it again. Number one, you're applying the do more principle. The do more principle, Glennon talks about this. The do more principle is real. The act of doing more. When you do more, the universe will be given unto you. The more you do, more will be given up to you. Show me the guy that works out just once a week and the guy who works at least 4 or 5 times a week. It's going to be 2 different results. Show me the person that's going to work 80 to 100 hours a week, someone's doing just 40 hours a week in the same position, same job. You will see the difference. You will see the difference. So when you do the do more principle in your life, when you do more will be given to you, especially when it's a transactional thing. When it's, okay, I'll do this output is guarantees. When you're doing people, sometimes there's no guarantees. Where you could be like, I give my all to this person, and this person's not reciprocated. Because when you're doing with people, there's a lot of uncertainty going on. But with the job, if I do this and this will be the overtime, this will be the base pay. X, Y, Z. Or if you're on set, you know the numbers. So when you do more, you will get more. That's the first reason, the do more principle. And I believe everybody should implement this. Everybody should implement this. I'm yelling. Everybody should implement this in their life. The do more principle. The do more principle. Everybody should implement this in their life. Number 2, you appreciate downtime and free time. I tell you, I'm doing like 50, 60 hours right now. 48, 50, 60 hours right now. And I appreciate downtime now. I bought some things. You spend more money when you're on downtime. I'm gonna go to the next one. I bought some nice things for my apartment or whatnot. Got me a nice TV, a nice little carpet, And I had downtime to actually enjoy some of the things that I bought, enjoy some of the luxuries that I got. I had time to actually enjoy it. A lot of times you don't get to enjoy what you have because you're too busy working. But that's a good thing. When you work so much, when you work 80 to 100 hours a week, when I was working 80 to 100, once I hit this door, I'm just looking at my bed, smiling, I take a good shower, and I do what I have to do. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it. When I had time to spend, the little time I had, and when I had time to spend time with my family, go to church and see my family, I enjoyed those times. I enjoyed it. I was happy. I was like, I want to see my family. I want to, because you work so hard, and once you have just a few hours to enjoy, you tend to do it doing something you want to do. You tend to do it doing something that you love to do. So that's the second reason why working good 80 to 100 hours a week is a good idea. You're doing the do more principle, number 2, and you appreciate free downtime and free time. You appreciate it way more. Number 3 actually. You would tend to save more. Your bank account would tend to stack. Your bank account would tend to grow. Why? Number 1, you're always at work. Number 2, you're not really spending nothing except for food, groceries, and just daily home things. But you are not really spending that much money because you're always at work. You don't got time to really excuse. And sometimes I'm not going. Once work, I was using the same work outfit for a week straight, the same outfit, not at work, but to go to work, same outfit for a week straight. And that happened a lot because I don't have time to shop. I don't have time to do X, Y, Z. I don't have time to do X, Y, and Z. So you end up realizing that your money is stacking. Now, when you're not working, like, I scale back on my hours a little bit. I'm spending money like no man's business. I work 80 to 100-hour work weeks. Then I come back home. When I came back home in Jersey, spent 5 bands in a day, 5,000 in a day, like it's nothing. What is something? But it's like, oh God, So if I was at work, that would have never happened. You see? So that's another reason why you should be working 80 to 100 hours. You save more since you're always working. And this is a category. If you're a mother, I don't think this is a good idea. I'll be straight up. I don't think if you have small kids, I don't think it's a good idea. If you're doing this abroad, it's not really good if you have a family. If you're doing this while you're home, it kind of is a good idea because you need to support the family. Also, you get some time. We're working 80 hours a week. I don't have my calculator on me. How many hours I forgot how many hours in a week. Let me search this up. Let me get my laptop out. Let me search this up. How many hours is in a week? Okay, let me search this up. Let's do the math right now, guys. Let's do the math. So there's 168 hours in a week, right? Okay, let's do the math. Let's take the calculator out. Let's take the calculator out. 168 hours in a week, right? So let's say you do 80 hours, because a lot of people are not gonna do 100 hours. I did 100 hours for a couple, for how many weeks did I do 100 hours? Last year I did 100 hours just 3 weeks. This year I did it on 1 week. Well, last year I did 3 weeks, the end of the year, 100 hours. That's not no joke. That's not no joke. It's hard to implement that week after week, week after week. So we just go with 80 hours. 80 hours is feasible. So there's 168 hours in a week. And I will make a whole nother video of the breakdown. 168 hours in a week. Let's say you work 80, right? Let's do that. So you do 80 hours of work a week, right? And let's say you sleep 8 hours a day. You're sleeping good. You're sleeping good. You're sleeping good. That's 56 hours. 56 hours. I'm gonna write this down. So 56 hours for sleep. Sleep. 80-hour work. And let's say it takes you an hour to get ready. Let's say 2 hours to get ready every day, including transportation. So 2 hours every day, that's 14 hours a week. Okay, and what else? I think that's about it. And food, most likely you're gonna be buying ready-made food, but I think that's 2 hours. It takes 2 hours. Transportation included, go to work. It takes me 2 hours. We'll just add another 7 hours just for food. Just for food's sake. Cause let's do the math. So 56 hours. There's 168 hours in a week, right? Minus 56 hours. That's sleep. Minus 80 hours. And I was doing 84 hours when I'm on the road. Minus 14 hours for transportation and getting ready. Minus 7 hours just for food, groceries and whatnot. So you have 11 hours of free time if you're doing this. 11 hours of free time. 11 hours of free time. Where's miscellaneous things? And sometimes we bull drive. I'm not gonna lie. Today I've been bull driving. But you have 11 hours left on an 80-hour work week. That's what I say. It's very good if you're single, but even have a family, you can do it because you can spend 11 hours with your family, quality time. I say you don't need 11 hours. You can spend even less than that. Let's be real here. When you're a kid, you're not always with your parents, But this comes to show you to do more principle. To do more principle works. And this is why you should be working 80 to 100 hours work week, And it's not a long-term thing. If you do this when you're young and healthy, where you have to do it, later on in life, you won't really have to work as much because you have a good savings, you have good money in your 401k. That's what it says. Be careful who you do 80 to 100-hour work weeks for. Do it for a company that's going to invest in you, at least invest in you. At least invest in you. And I'll make a whole nother video about it because that really just, really hits a nerve with me. When I see people doing 80 to 100-hour work weeks for a company that doesn't have a 401k, doesn't have health insurance, don't have any benefits, and if you can't do any better, I understand that. But trust me, take it from me, I done this. I was working good a lot of hours for a company that did not do anything for me. And I got nothing to show for it. Now the company I am in now, I do 80, 100, I have some things to show for. I'm like, look at my 401k. You know, I have my 401k stacking. I have this. So I'm starting to see that, okay, the fruits of my labor. But we're working for a company that's not giving you any incentives, that's not doing anything, that's not really helping the employee. And not even helping, just showing, okay, you work for me, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. If you do this is what you're gonna get. But if you work 800 hours, they're not having anything for you. My recommendation is find a company that you could put those hours in and you get a reward. You see the spoils, you see the rewards of your hard work. That's the only advice. But I'll make a whole nother video about that. But working 80 to 100 hour work weeks is a good idea. Number one, you do more principles real. When you do more be given to you. Number two, you appreciate downtime and free time. Number three, you save more since you're always at work. Those are the 3 reasons why it's good, or I recommend for somebody to be working a lot of hours or working more hours. You know, there's way more reasons, but this is the 3 major reasons. 3 major reasons why you should be doing it. This is Danny K. Comment, like, subscribe. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you don't want to comment, let's go. I have an ebook out for strong to you why you as a man needs to be strong and why you as a man need to work out. Go check that ebook down below. It's only $10. Check it down below. If you're feeling that just wants to read the ebook, you could also pick it up and know, okay, what are the cues? Why do I need a strong man? You know, though they might be hard, they might not be the nicest people in the world, but in this world of built with monsters, you need a monster on your side. Go check it out down the link below. If you don't want to check it out, if you don't want to buy a book, it's okay. Just support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Danny K. And comment down below your experience of working a lot of hours. By the way, I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you're on a path of working so many hours, your experiences of working so many hours, do you agree with me? Do you think I'm just talking off my rear end? Just let me know, guys. Thank you for watching. God bless. Out.